Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and introduce myself. My name's Christina. I'm here with CruisinSeas. Um, this is my first actual vlog that I'm doing, so it might be a mess, but we're going to learn how to do this over time, and I hope you want to join in the journey here that we do, talking about cruising, talking about things that I'm learning in the process, just in general, different essentials and clothing and what we do on our cruises, the excursions, the free days, everything like that, even boat tours, anything you could think of. I'm going to try to cover in general. But for my first kind of like episode, I'm going to go ahead and go over some of cruise essentials that I make sure to take with me every time I go cruising. Of course, this is my opinion, but there's good reasons behind everything, and I'll kind of give you an idea as to why. So let me start off with this right here. This is just a little envelope holder. I got it from the Dollar Tree. I actually went yesterday and got it. And the reason I have this is because my kids and I and my husband, we actually are traveling on birth certificates and IDs this time when we go on this cruise. The cruise is to the Bahamas out of Fort Galveston. And then since we're traveling with birth certificates, I kind of needed something bigger to put them in and keep them secure just so that they don't get damaged or anything, during the arrival and during the trip. So that's that. Okay, I'm going to kind of just go over how I have everything laid out. It's not in any particular order. It's just different things that I use and I think are important to get. So, first, cruise cabins. They definitely don't have a lot of outlets. Some of them only actually have one in the room and one in the bathroom, but the bathroom one is supposed to be predominantly used for like hair tool equipment, like straight flat irons or blow dryers, things like that. But in the cabin, being that there's only usually one American outlet, you want to make sure, I know with Royal you can't necessarily use these anymore, but with Carnival, which is where we're actually going on, you can. And this one right here has 3 different electrical ports, as well as 2 C outlets and 2 USBs. It is kind of like an extension, but it's not power surged. I got this on Amazon. It did say cruise safe, so that's why I went ahead with this one. I had one like this before. It's just I lost it and I can't find it now. With the Dream Ship, they do have an American outlet. They also do have a European one. So I invested in this European little converter, and it has 3 ports as well on the outside, and then 2 USB ports here, just so we have some additional electrical outlets, being that it's going to be 4 of us in a cabin, and everybody has tons of electronics. So Dream Ship with Carnival, definitely they do have the European outlet, so that gives you an additional outlet in your room to use. So definitely would look at and investing one of these. I got this off of Amazon as well. Okay, what else do I have here? So when it comes to the room, well, actually, let's do the luggage part. So we've noticed every time we go to get our luggage, pick it up at the end of the cruise, we have black luggage. So we can very rarely identify our luggage immediately. We kind of have to go through everything, trying to find our luggage, which, is not the funnest thing to do, going through a sea of luggage bags. So I purchased these little luggage straps that I'm going to put over our suitcases. I got 5 of them just so that it's easier for us to identify which suitcases are ours. These I actually got off of Shein. I think they were like $1, $2 a piece. So as you go along with me, you'll notice a lot of things I get are off of Shein just because they're super affordable, and the products itself are actually pretty good. So I got these. We're going to try those. When it comes to the suitcases, I definitely recommend everyone purchasing one of these luggage tag holders for the cruise actually the cruise papers right here that you'll actually have to attach to your suitcase. Normally they give you the printouts and you can print them out. However, you would have to staple them or tape them to your luggage bags, which if it's raining, they'll get damaged, or they can just get damaged in general or ripped off in the process of getting to your room. So these have been a complete lifesaver. I love them. We use them every time, and they come with this little metal little circle here you can unscrew and put it on your luggage bag and then screw it back up so it's very tough so it doesn't fall off easily. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so this right here I purchased. It's electronic holder for your cords. So you're able to put like cords, SIM cards, all the different little thousands of cords you're probably going to take for your electronics on here and put them inside here and have them secure and away from just being thrown in a bag and getting all tangled up. So this was a great find here. That, of course, was off of Shein as well. Now, my husband and I actually have medications that we take, prescription medications. So I found this off of Amazon, and I thought it was a great idea. It has the 8 days here, and it has it for both sides, so like a his or her side. It also does have a little medication and information card in case this is ever to get lost. And it comes with these little baggies. There's a lot of them here, and you put your medication in it. You can label it with the date. You can label it with whatever kind of medications are in the bag, and then you just stick it in the little hole, put the flap down for the day, and you're good to go. I like to have these because it keeps everything together. I don't have to bring the bottles with me, which would take up a lot of room. And having something this compact, I'm able to just stick it into the safe when we're in the room, make sure it's secure so nothing happens to it. Another thing. Okay, so with the room, I have this pop-up hamper. I actually got it at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I like to take these just to put at the bottom of the closet. So then when we have dirty clothes, we can go ahead and stick them in there. I know some people like to just stick them in their luggage, but I feel when I do it this way, it kind of, you need the little bit of air to have the dirty clothes breathe. I'm not saying you're going to get stench in there, but definitely could happen. So I definitely recommend traveling with these little hampers. They're cheap. You can even find them off of Amazon or somewhere else, but they are a little bit more pricey that way. So I just get the little cheap ones from the Dollar Tree because if something happens to them, I can always just invest in another one later. But I've been very fortunate for them to, last a couple cruises now. So that's been good. I also, being that it's 4 of us in the room this time, most of the time it's just my husband and I cruising, but we're going to have the kids with us. So we wanted to make sure. I like these. A lot of people are getting away from them, and it's the over the door kind of like shoe cubby that you could put different things in. I like this one because it's not as big as the other ones that are out there, and it's very soft and light, and it folds up really well and really compact. So you're able to actually get it in your suitcase without it taking up too much room. And I use this primarily for putting any kind of large toiletries, any kind of additional items that I'm going to kind of show you that we can just get quick access to, like sunscreen, things like that we may need right away. And this is hanging. We can just go over there and pull it out. So it's very convenient. Okay. Now, another item I have is this little backpack. I like this because it goes up into this tiny little ball here and has a zipper. I got this off of Amazon. And the really cool thing is that it actually is a full-size backpack. You can pull it all the way out and then just kind of open it up like this. It has a little pocket right here. That's actually the pocket that you will put it back into when you're closing it up. But you just have a normal size backpack with 2 straps. And when we go to port, we always take one of these. We do have 2. I have another one that's gray, but we definitely always take one. Just if we're not having a beach day and we might want to go do some shopping, have any souvenirs, be able to put them in here, and then ask hubby to put them on his back so that we're able to carry them in an easier way. And I won't be carrying tons of bags with me. Another thing as far as bags go, I like to bring this. This is just like a small little cheap clutch. I'm not sure where I got it, probably the Dollar Tree, but I'm not quite sure. So when we are going to dinner at night and we're doing any kind of thing on the boat that I'm kind of dressed in a nicer formal outfit, things like that, I can bring this instead of my little fanny pack I usually wear. Just because it looks a little bit more classy and elegant with everything. Some other things I have. This right here I purchased. I've never used it before. I'm really excited to try it. I got it off of Shein. And once again, that we're going on a family trip, I wanted to make sure we had enough storage for everything. This right here is a completely mesh, kind of like a waterproof little toiletry or shower accessory that it comes with these little shower things that I can go ahead and hang it in the shower. Since 4 of us are going to be using the shower, there's going to be a lot of toiletries that we have in there that we're going to need. So this kind of keeps it there. We don't have to go search for them. It'll be right there in the shower for us. So I hope that works out really well. Another thing I like to bring, especially when I go out on beach days, if we're doing a water excursion, we're doing a beach day in port, these are some dry bags. So I got this on Amazon. It came with a set of 2, light purple and then kind of like a dark purple navy color. And I used them our last cruise. I loved them because when I was done with our excursion, we did a dolphin excursion over in Costa Maya. And when I was done, I was able to just stick my bathing suit in here, close it up, and stick it in my bag, and didn't have to worry about my bag or anything else in there getting wet. So I definitely love this. I know that you can, as an alternative, bring a Ziploc bag, but I kind of just like this. It's a little thicker. The Ziploc bag I've torn before and everything kind of got a little soaked in there. So I definitely recommend these if you want to just have a little area to put your wet clothes or your beach shoes or anything like that, just to kind of keep them away from everything else in your beach bag. When I go to the beach on port days, I like to, my husband actually got this for me. It's a really big microfiber towel. It's huge. It's bigger than I am, but it has this beautiful print. It's very beachy, and you dry really well with it. Most of the other towels I've bought and brought with us, they're towels, they work, but this is so compact, and just wiping over your body one time, you're completely dry, which makes it kind of invaluable to me. So I always make sure to bring that. Keeping on the beach day thing, I always have some kind of way to protect our phones or put our personal belongings. My husband likes to use this one, which is just kind of like a little phone protective case that you can snap up and close, and it will keep your phone waterproofed so that you don't have to worry about it getting damaged. I opt, because I usually have more things, I opt for this little, it's a waist fanny pack, but I use it usually as a crossbody, and it's really secure. It has these 3 different kind of like Ziploc close things. You put your stuff in it, you Ziploc each one, then you'll fold this up, you close this down, and there you go. Everything will stay safe and secure in there. I put my phone, money, my C cards, things like that in there, just so I know that I have them with me. I don't leave them on the beach, just in case, to make sure that nothing will happen to them. Another thing we purchased this time, it'll be the first time we use it because we're planning on doing more beach days. Usually we do a lot of excursions, but we wanted to do some beach days this time. And I love just kind of floating out there. I do like to snorkel a lot, but if we go to a beach where the snorkeling is not the greatest, I brought these. And we're going to try them out and see how they are. They are inflatable little like lounging water things that you can lay on and just kind of float in the water. So hopefully these will work well. I got these off of Amazon. It was like a 2-pack for I think like $15. So it wasn't too bad. We're going to try them out. I'll let you know guys how they do. Hopefully they do well. Keeping with beach, I got this beach bag, which I totally love. The beach bag I had before was kind of like a straw one, and the straps were not very comfortable once I put things in it. So I wanted to invest in something bigger as well. So this right here is really big, and my favorite part is that it has a zipper so that when I'm walking around, I don't have to worry about, things falling out or easy access for other people. And it's really large. So it's going to hold all of our beach items, any towels, any, water bottles or things like that we want to put in here to be able to carry it all together. This will definitely do the job. I got this one. They actually had it on Amazon. And then I was messing around on Shein's website and I found it there as well for like half the price. So I think I only spent like $8 on it. And it seems like it will clean up really well. It's a good material. So we'll definitely see how that lasts. Now, some other things that we have that we take on beach day. We have our full face snorkels. The kids and I prefer this over other snorkel items. So it's a full face one. You clip in the top part here before you get into the water. I was a little nervous. I get nervous with snorkeling. I've used the other snorkel mask, the separate mask with the little mouth tube thing. And I have to tell you, I did not last even 30 seconds under the water. I was just so afraid. So we got these masks and decided to try them out, and they are awesome. We were in Roatan and we went snorkeling, and I was able to literally just snorkel through the whole water, keep my head under there the whole time, and the water didn't get in. I was a little nervous at first, but everything worked out perfect. And if you do, have some hesitation about the other masks, definitely try these. I also think that they're more convenient. It's one piece. It came with this little bag. I got them off of Amazon. I really enjoyed them. So, along with that, because when you are going on your own beach day and not an excursion, you usually will have to rent, the snorkel gear. If you're not strong swimmers, you would have to rent a life vest. And those kind of just add up. You're looking at spending a good $30 every time you rent one. So since we've been going cruising a lot more, and we plan on going cruising at least a couple times every year, we wanted to go ahead and invest in some small life vests as well as the snorkel gear. This one right here is the one that they usually give you with excursions. And I bought 2 of them for my kids, and they just inflate with this little thing. You put them over, you strap yourself into it, and then when you are snorkeling or you're swimming and you want to go a little further out and you're not a strong swimmer, you have these right here. I'm not a strong swimmer, and my kids are not very strong swimmers as well. So we like to have these just so that we're still able to experience the water in a deeper setting. My husband, he has this one. I got this one off of Amazon as well. This is just more heavy duty, and it will definitely work for him. He's a bigger guy, so he definitely needs something that's more secure. So we got him this. All right. So we have those. We definitely always, okay, so we always participate in the duck hunt on the Carnival cruises. This last cruise that my husband and I went on, he became obsessed with finding ducks and giving ducks out. So whenever he saw any kids, he always wanted to make sure to have a duck so he can give them. He carried them in his pockets and gave them out. And then he would be searching the whole ship, the elevators, on top of things, everything, trying to find ducks. It became kind of a cool activity that he enjoyed. So I got some ducks. I got these just tiny little ducks. I think they were like $6 for 20 of them. I think there's like 20 of them off of Shein. And then I have some other ones I've ordered, but they're the tiny little resin ones that people have been putting out now. And I love them because you can just stick them in your pocket. You can walk around with them throughout the day and they're not taking up a lot of space, and you can kind of hide them every so often when you see a good spot. Those are coming. I got those from Amazon. It was like $7 for like 100 of them. So we're excited to have a lot of ducks to place out everywhere. It's a duck tradition, and we just love to be involved with it. So if you are traveling with passports instead of birth certificates, this is a great little tool to have. It holds your passports here as well as any IDs you may need. It has this zipper on this side right here where you can actually hold money, maybe some other things that you might need to have secured in here. And then it has a zipper in the back as well as a little pouch in the front with a little handle. So that makes it really convenient to have the whole family's passports with you at one time. So when you're going through check-in, it's right there. You pull them out, everybody's taken care of. Another thing I like to bring is this little safe. I bought this on Amazon when they were on sale. You have your combination. So you can set your own combination. I'm going to put mine in so I can show you inside. But you set your own combination. And why I got this was for beach days. If I didn't, let's say I forgot something or I have something bigger that won't fit in our little waterproof pouches that we bring with us, I could strap this. It has a little case inside here. I can strap it to the chair. So this comes open like this. You can strap it to the chair. It has little holes. You snap it back in and it will lock so nobody can take it from your chair. So I like this idea. We've used it a couple times. I'm hoping to use it more this time just because we're not doing as many excursions. So this might come in handy for beach days. Okay, so getting down to the end. Let's see here. So as far as cabin goes, we also, let me go back to this real quick. These are lanyards. I got this one, well, my husband got it for me on Carnival the last time we sailed. So I make sure to always bring this. I actually collect little pins for every location we go to. I just started this the last sailing, so I'm hoping to fill up my whole thing with all kinds of pins. I got some little cheap ones that my mom gave me for the kids. And then our cruise doors, we like to decorate. And this cruise, we're going to celebrate my son's graduation from high school. He isn't graduating until May. However, we're going to go during spring break. We were able to get a good deal then. And then during the summer, he's going to be prepping for college and everything. So I did not want to interrupt any of that. I wanted to make sure that he's able to do that. And we're still able to get him his vacation that he wanted prior to going off. So I found on Amazon these cute little door magnets. It says class of 2025, congratulations. It has all kinds of different ones that you could put on the door. So I'm definitely going to decorate our door with that for him, just to kind of make sure people know why we're here and that we're so proud of him. I also got this dry erase board from the Dollar Tree. We're going with some family this time. Usually it's just us four, but since we're celebrating my son's graduation, we have some family that are going to be traveling with us. And I wanted a way to have something on the door so that if we were to get separated or we want to meet at a certain time somewhere, we can just write it on each other's doors. So we're able to notify each other in an easier way, especially because we do the text plan that they have on Carnival. However, it's not always working. It's kind of spotty at times. So having this is just kind of an additional way to ensure people know where we are. Well, our family knows where we are. Another thing, usually I would hang this on the door. I just bought this. We have not used it. I'm super excited. I got it off of Etsy. And it is this personalized cruise door hanger. And it has the ships that we're going on. I got to get some more done. But it will have them on there. And I just continuously hang them down. And this time I'm going to hang it next to our door. I'm hoping it's magnetic right there. If not, I'll find another way to kind of hang it up. So I would definitely want to use that this time. I think it's a great little door hanger I can take with me every time we go on a cruise. Okay, so let's get to the tiny things, but some of them are the most important things. When you're going on a Caribbean cruise, you can run into a lot of, frequent showers, rains that come out of nowhere. So it's always good to have these cheap little ponchos. My husband and I got caught in some rain in Cozumel last cruise, and these come in really handy. You could just put them over, and the cool thing is that all your personal belongings you have with you, they'll stay dry. So we definitely bring those. It is hot climate. It doesn't matter what time of the year you go to the Caribbean, it can be pretty hot. So I like to use these cooling wrap towels. You put them around your neck, and first you wet them with cold water. You put them around your neck, and they help keep you cool throughout the day. So these are great to travel with, especially if you do get hot very easily. Something else we use, well, actually, I bought it for this cruise because a lot of cruises have disposable straws that kind of like melt away. They're the paper ones or they're the candy ones. And I just don't like them. They can give a different flavor to your drink. So I got these off of Shein, and they are just silicone straws, and it has this little pouch as well as this little keychain holder. So you can stick it on your lanyard, you could stick it on your pants pocket, little loop, however you want to use it. So I'm hoping these will come in handy for us. I got 4 of those, one for each of us. So another thing, going back to medication, I like to bring one of these little medication holders. I put Dramamine, Excedrin, Tylenol, Tums, all kinds of different things you can put in here, and I label it. It's magnetic. So it's a smaller little thing of emergency little medications that we may need. And I'll just stick that, in my bag or something throughout the day so we have access to that, because you just never know. We usually don't get motion sickness on any cruises. However, this last one we went on in October, we were on the Jubilee. It was the biggest ship we've been on, so we were really excited about it. And everything, like the whole trip, it was not rocky whatsoever until the last day and a half. The ship was actually trying to outrun a storm that was coming into the Gulf. And so because of that, we definitely got rocky. And we had a cove balcony at that time, so we were pretty far down on the boat. And I remember actually having to take Dramamine, which I never usually do. I usually am able to just live off of my little C bands that I get, but the Dramamine was definitely something that was needed that time. So it's good to have just an extra little protection thing for you. We also do and my husband and I both, especially me, have had multiple injuries over time, surgeries over time, and we can get cramps in our hands and our ankles, things like that. We're getting older, unfortunately. And my kids can be clumsy, so it's good to have these little squeeze cold packs. We bring them. We haven't had to use them yet, but I'd rather have them than not have them. It's easier and quick, especially if we're on an excursion or off the boat. We have this. And then we're going to the Bahamas this time. So the last time we went to the Bahamas, my husband and I went for an anniversary, and I noticed on many of the excursions, the restrooms, they did not have hand soap. And I don't know if they were just out or if it's just not normal. I'm sure it is normal. So I'm thinking they were just out. So this time I got this off of Shein. They're little soap sheets, and it comes in this cute panda container. So I'm going to bring this with us in case of emergency and we need soap. We have this as well. All right. So my husband and I, we purchased the drink package this time, so we're good there. We don't have to worry about flavoring water or anything like that. The cruise definitely, they do have free options, water, iced tea, lemonade, and then juices in the morning as well. My kids, I got them this. It's little flavor packs so that they can put in their water, just in case they want an extra little taste to their water instead of the iced tea, lemonade, or just the plain water. I did pick up some liquid IV for hydration issues. When it's hot out there, you can come be dehydrated really quick. Also, if you're drinking, you can definitely dehydrate quicker too. So I got these just to kind of put into our water, just to kind of keep us a little hydrated during the day. I also do recommend bringing a water bottle of some kind. This one right here, I like the straw ones. So I got this. I got this one with this handle, which I thought was a lot more convenient than having the handle on the side. So this is good to bring not only on the ship, but when you go off into port, you can fill this up with ice and water, and take it with you, because water can get really expensive out in the ports. Okay. So as far as the room goes, I have a couple different things I always bring with me. This right here we got for our last cruise. We ended up not needing to use them, but I want to take them just in case there's more of us this time. We want to make sure we have enough hanger space. So they're little hangers that fold up, and they have the little loop right here for any kind of straps that you may have on an outfit. But you can hang these in your closet, especially because the cruise ships don't have a lot of hangers that come with them, but they fold up like that. So I got these. They were like $2 a pack, and I got like, gosh, let me see here, like 5 or 6 of them, and I got those off of Shein as well. So I bought like 3 packs of them just in case, because I'm not going to lie, I overpack, so it's always good to have more. Another thing for the cruise cabin, magnetic little things. I got this one from the Dollar Tree. I usually don't get them from the Dollar Tree because they're not very strong, but these ones have some weight to them, and these would just be for hanging up papers. I like to hang up the daily schedules that they give us, they put in our cabin, so I like to hang those up at any kind of excursion tickets, things like that. I do, of course, always recommend you invest in the heavy duty. They're very heavy duty. I think they're like 100-pound weight metal hooks, because the cabins, you actually can just pop these on the walls. Most of the cabins, almost all of them, have a little thing. They're made out of metal. You just pop them on there. They stay there. You can hang all kinds of different things on there. Wet bathing suits, backpacks, hats, all kinds of different things. I did go when I was at the Dollar Tree and pick up some regular magnets just in case, kind of have a little backup if I have more papers I need to hang up. I like to keep everything off of the vanity area just so it's not as cluttered. We also did pick up some motion sickness patches. They go behind your ear. I've tried them once. I was not a fan of them, but I have a pack. I'm going to bring them just in case anyone else, can use them, and it might work for them. Let's see here. Another little thing that is definitely an essential. In the cabin, you have a really small bathroom, and with 4 people sharing it, and sometimes we have to spend a little extra time in there. We have this little poopery, and you just spray it into the water before you go to the restroom, and it masks any smell that may come, because you don't want your cabin to start stinking. If you do like to keep your cabin smelling fresh, I actually got this yesterday at the Dollar Tree. It's a room mist. I was very shocked to get this for $1.25. It's the smell is Island Vibe. It smells really good, refreshing. It's great to put just kind of spray in your room, spray in your pillows, things like that to keep your room smelling good. You're going to be, I mean, that's your home away from home, so you definitely want it to smell good while you're there. I also picked up some little spray hand sanitizers. Everybody raves about these. I've never used spray ones. I've always just used the gel ones, but I figured I'd give it a try. These are the watermelon scent ones. So I bought one of these just to try it. You definitely have to bring your Downy wrinkle release. I have this one as well as I got this one. I've never used it. The bounce one. This is a spray one. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get on the cruise with it or not because I know they're particular with their aerosols, but I'm going to try. If not, I have this one as a backup as well. You just spray your clothes. It helps because, you know, things are going to get wrinkled. You don't necessarily have the option to be able to go iron stuff, things like that. So it's good to have this. I do like to bring some Clorox wipes as well as a little spray down anywhere in the cabin that you may need to. You feel like, you know, may need to have a little bit of a touch up from the cleaning. Another thing I bring is I got this first aid kit at the Dollar Tree, and it came with little Band-Aids. That was all that it really came with. I think a little tape thing too. But I put some adhesive tape in it. I put some gauze in it. I also put some triple antibiotic in it. And I'm going to bring this just as a little first aid kit, especially when we go on port days, because you just never know. So I'm going to bring this. I did get these face and body wipes. When you're walking around all day, you know, you get sweaty, you start feeling a little sticky. You have these right here. You can just wipe your body, different areas down, keep you nice and fresh and clean. Another thing on port days, I found these, and I'm still learning how to use them. I think you could put something inside of them. I'm not quite sure. I've used them just putting them on my hands like this. But when you're at the beach and the sand is on your body and it's dried off and you're about to leave the beach, you can literally just dust it off, and it comes off really easily with this. It's some kind of material. I'm not 100% sure what, but it definitely works. So I definitely like these. I got them off of Amazon. They do have them in different locations, but Amazon was the cheapest. That's why I got them there. Okay, so another thing I like to get are thank you cards. I started using this a couple cruises ago, and of course, you don't have to leave any kind of tip for your cabin attendant. We've had some great ones, though. We've always kind of just wanted to give them a little something extra because of how wonderful they were. So I got these thank you cards. I saw it actually in another YouTube video, which was just genius. I was able to go ahead and write a little message thanking our cruise attendant, our cabin attendant, for the great job they did. And then I usually put like a $20 bill in here just so they have a little, you know, I want to make sure they know that they were special to us during the cruise. So once again, it's not something you have to do, you know, providing a tip. Even if you don't want to put like money in there, you can definitely always just leave a thank you note for them to just show your appreciation. So the last thing I have here that I definitely like to bring on on sea days, my husband and I spend a lot of time on the decks, just, you know, having some drinks, hanging out, listening to the music. And we like to, normally, this is what we bring. We just bring this little bag, and we love to play dominoes. So we always bring this with our dominoes in it. And then this time I went and got these cards, which are so cute. I don't know if you can see. They have a design on the front, and then on the back, it has the, you know, it shows the king of spades here. And they're really reflective. They're actually waterproof cards, and they come in a waterproof case as well. I got these off of Shein for like $1 something. I can't remember. But I'm excited to use these. I think these are really cute, a little fashionable, not like your, you know, normal cheap deck of cards you find. So I really am excited to use these. So looking at everything, I think that is about it with my essentials. If we do have a boat that has laundry available, I like to get some little little pied pods and put them in a little baggie and bring those, as well as some dryer sheets. The Dream boat does have a laundrette that you're able to use to wash some clothes. I don't like going there and washing a lot of clothes. It gets really busy, but I like to have the option in case there's, I want to wash my swimsuit. I want to wash, a shirt that got a stain on it, things like that. So I want to have that option. So I do bring that as well. So, other than that, I think that's going to wrap up my essentials. There probably are a couple other things I don't have right here or that I may have forgot. But overall, this is definitely stuff that I bring with me on every cruise. I know it seems like a lot. And once again, I am not a minimalist when it comes to packing. Being that it's a cruise, we don't have any kind of certain, weight limit or amount of luggage limit. You can kind of bring what you want to bring, which is wonderful for someone like me, especially for an 8-day cruise. I like to have everything I could possibly have just in case. So that's what I did. And like I said, these are essentials that I like to have with me. There are a lot of other things that a lot of people do use, but this works for me as of now. Over time, I probably will add to it just because, you're always finding new things that you can use or that people recommend. And so I'm probably going to add to it over time, which I don't need to do because I'll run out of more space, which my husband won't like, but that's okay. So I'm going to wrap this up for my essentials for our cruise that we're going on for spring break. So I'm super excited about that. Once again, it was for my son's graduation. I can't believe he's graduating. He's going to be 18 years old. He's going to be graduating from high school. And it was like yesterday that I had him. So it's a little hard to believe, but I'm lucky he's staying in town. So that's good. He decided to do a firefighting program. So I'm very proud of him. And hopefully everything goes well and he becomes a firefighter. So definitely keep an eye out. I'm going to have a pack with me as far as my clothing goes and show you the different items. It's pretty much like a Shein haul that it's going to be because almost everything I've bought as far as clothing goes has come from Shein. I love their clothing. It's very airy, breathy, and cheap, which, when you're going on vacation, you're always looking for affordable things, but it's super cute as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that video. I'm going to go through all of that and then do my finalized packing with you guys so you can see how I'm able to fit all of this stuff and all of my clothes into hopefully one large suitcase and one small suitcase. So look out for that. And just if you like this video, please subscribe, hit your notification button, and leave a comment. And definitely push the like button so I can continue this journey and you can continue it with me. I just want to thank everyone. And once again, just keep looking for videos from Cruising with Seas. Thank you guys.